What's going on, guys? This is Kaishiro. Welcome back. So we are back with another video. So in this video, we're going to cover OCG Metagame Report and decklist reviews post ALIN. So this is the first day of Alliance Insight format in the OCG region. That the set was dropped earlier today, Saturday, January 25th, 2025. So we are going to cover a fresh new format that will be in front of us for the remainder of the January to February, and we are going to cover the early stages of the ALIN format. So please take it with a grain of salt because the format is very early. It is technically 1 day old format, and we do have some number of decklists here that we are going to cover. So without further ado, let's start. So starting off first, we do have Blue Eyes Primate. So of course, this deck is still top notch. It didn't lose anything from the ban list, and on top of that, it is a deck that contends with the best out there. Probably a top 3 best deck on the previous post QCTV format, and it is still going to perform no matter what. Blue Eyes is a fan favorite archetype by a lot of people, so expect that a lot of people will pick up the deck and still continue to play Blue Eyes Primate no matter what. So looking on this deck list, it is the more recent way of playing Blue Eyes is without the Crimson Dragon and also without Magia. It is just playing the Spirit with the QB Shen. It is your most ideal setup. Playing Shen enables you to nullify the graveyard setup of your opponents like Malice and Orcus and other graveyard-centric decks like White Forest, Snake Eyes, and such, no? So yeah, I think this is the way to go for Blue Eyes right now. It doesn't need to play the Crimson Dragon and also the Magia. And moving on next, we do have Ryzeol. So as we can see, this is the Ryzeol post Alliance Insight playing the Star Ryzeol, and this is the more usual way of playing Ryzeol from the advanced formats. Even before the set came in the OCG, no? I think you only need to play the Star at 1, and it is pretty much fine at 1. It is just another way to extend your play and play around hand traps effectively, no? So you only need 1. You don't need to play 3. Sometimes you could consider playing 2, but I don't really vouch the third copy of the Star Ryzeol. And aside from that, it is pretty standard. It is just playing 1 plug-in, 1 field spell, and it didn't even play the new trap card because it is a brick on most occasions, and Whole Thruster is enough to deal some good interruption going first. Next would be Malice. So another deck that got supported. So it is playing the new cyber supports, and also it is playing the new Malice main deck monster support, and also a 1 quick play as well. So it got so much better, and also the new code talker in the extra deck, which is insane. A lot of free summons, interruptions in a single boss monster card on the extra deck of Malice. It couldn't get any better than that. It is a tailored fit card for making Malice a top tier in this January format post ALIN, no? And we couldn't deny that because we are going to see a lot of Malice in this report moving forward. And moving on next, we do have Crystron. So finally, 2 Tidal. A lot of people have been experimenting Tidal at 1, but I do think that the second copy comes up for Crystron. Either you play 2 or you play none, any at all, no? In my own perception, you do need to play at 2 at least. And on this side deck, it is playing 3 Phantasmi just to answer the popularity of Malice, Orcus, and Blue Eyes Primate. All of them can be rattled with Phantasmi, and you get so much value from 1 Phantasmi. And next would be another Ryzeol. Wow, 2 Ryzeol already in our report. This time, playing another 1 star as well. So I think it will be the most optimal way to play star only at 1. I think it is fine. And also the usual ratio of the Ascension and Small World would be 3 and 1. We often see 1 Small World, but sometimes you could also see some people playing 2 Small World, but most of the time it is only at 1. And next would be another Malice. So we could already tell that Malice and Ryzeol are going to dominate the metagame by storm, and people have been playing Nyalos on the side deck just to have countermeasures towards the Malice, and inevitably you are going to be more aggressive towards the Malice matchup. But on the flip side, you are going to struggle around tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 meta decks. Nyalos does nothing against those decks. And yeah, I think it is just a meta call against the Malice here. Next would be another Malice. 4 Malice already in our report, or 3 if I'm not mistaken. So another Malice. This time playing Lightning Storm. I think we have seen some people pivoting back towards the Lightning Storm. I think it could hurt the Malice setup if they end on Appaloosa and the Code Talker, no? For example, they don't have a way to omni-negate it, and Lightning Storm could be very strong on game 2 to 3 where a lot of people are playing Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, and all of those back row threats. So Lightning Storm could make some comeback in this new ALIN format. And next would be another Ryzeol, this time for this build. It is playing 3 Nyalos, 3 Purulya, and 3 Foalos. All of those pseudo maxi cards are present here. I think it speaks volume on how the format have shaped early on, no? We could see a lot of Malice, Ryzeol, so we technically could capitalize on the Foalos, Nyalos, and Purulya against those two. And moving on next, we do have 1923 CS top 4 in Korea. First would be, oh my goodness, what the freak, Malice Bestial. Good stuff. Yeah, Malice Bestial 60, playing the Fairy Tail and the small Matmech engine, no, of course, the code hits hole on the main deck, and also playing one system down just to answer the Orcus matchup. Next would be Blue Eyes Primite. Yeah, standard. Yeah, probably very standard. Just play Dominus Purge and the 3 copies of Nibiru. And triple talent. Oh my goodness. 3 talent just to have respect on the barrage of hand traps that are going to be thrown at you. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite once again. This time playing 1 Magnavoot and 1 Weldrake in the main deck, just to have countermeasures around the mirror match. Of course, you can always banish the Blue Eyes, and also very pivotal against the Orcus. And sometimes Malice could also be buttered with the Bestials. And next would be, oh, this is spicy. Wow. Centurion Magistus. Yup. Patronizing the Magistus as a rank 4, level 4 toolbox type of engine. And yeah, I think it could work as an extender just to bring forth your usual Auxilia or your standard Crimson Dragon play, no? And next would be White Forest. So this deck got supported as well, and it looks very terrifying. Bunch of supports already for this set. Imagine that, it has gotten so many supports from 2023 to 2024, and now they are not stopping. They have gotten more new support this January 2025, and it doesn't stop from that. This deck will continue to snowball out of control if this goes first and you don't have hand traps, you don't have maxi, you don't have foalas, you haven't drawn the one of Imperm or Veiler. There's not stopping this deck. This deck is absolute crazy, and you could see a lot of combo videos of White Forest in YouTube, especially on Japanese YouTube channels. It is really ridiculously strong and very fast as well. High tempo, high octane combos, and very recognizable end board. Especially playing the Finsmith engine, it makes the deck even better. Next would be Cyber Dragon. Very excited to see Cyber Dragon here. Of course, this is a budget deck. You could just buy the Tactical Try. Yeah, Tactical Try, buy a structure deck for 900 pesos, less than, I'm not really good at math, so yeah, it is just some couple of dollars, and you just buy the new support, throw some board breakers, Droplet, Lightning Storm, Super Poly, Duster, And if possible, you could buy Folos, Nyalos, and Purulya as well. And basically, you do have a Tenpai 2.0. This Tenpai 2.0, I think this is what Tenpai Dragon looks like if you are going to recreate the Tenpai Dragon. But on the flip side, this deck has a tool to go first. Yeah, we cannot deny that Cyber Dragon has a lot of ways to go first with the Nova Infinity, and you also have a lot of ways to make Little Knight early on. And yeah, I think you could put up some decent board. Of course, the Tyrion Regulus, no? So you have Omni Negates, probably 2, 1 Destroy, and 1 Banish. I think it suffice enough to go first. Next would be Memento Atlan from Marineford TCG Tournament. Red Reboot main deck, of course. Yeah, this is crazy. Probably he doesn't want to face trap decks, and going first, tech options like Judgment, no? And next would be oh my goodness. Hold on a minute. This is playing the new board breaker. I forgot the name. Forgive me, I don't really pay attention towards the name of this new board breaker, but it is basically you're just going to banish cards from your hand and extra deck face down, and you get to annihilate, bombard anything on the board. So this is crazy, and it is played by the new Shining Sarcophagus, the Yugi archetype deck, in one singular build, no, with the Shining Sarcophagus being getting supported from the new Dark Magician Shining Sarcophagus version. And yeah, it looks promising. I have also predicted that this deck could do something, this format, and I'm very excited whether they can go far or they're just flavor of the week, flavor of the month, this coming ALIN. Next would be Punk. Yeah, Punk. Another deck that was supported last set, no, from QCTV and still performing quite decently. I do rate Punk as a really formidable rogue deck. On some weeks, they look as a tier 4 deck, but on most occasions, they just look very pleasing, to say the least, on the metagame. And next would be Matmech. Yeah, Matmech didn't opt to play the new... I'm not really sure. I think it is not playing any new support from the Ignister. So yeah, Matmech. Double Parallel Exceed, triple Small World, no? And double Signet Mining. Not too shabby. And next would be Winter Cup. Top 4. Top 2 rather. First we do have Yubel. 45 card, quite extensive, because it is playing Azamina and Finsmith, no? And next would be Memento Atlan. Yeah, standard, triple talent this time. And next would be Ryzeol. Didn't opt to play. Oh, it is playing Star. Yeah, I thought it wasn't playing Star. And only one Eclipse. And yeah, play the Sanctum. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite. Double talent on the main deck, no? Didn't opt to play Called By or Crossed Out. I think talent is enough here. Next would be Ryzeol once again. Yeah. Another Ryzeol, bunch of Ryzeols and Malice in our report. You could already foresee what is going to happen this coming ALIN format. Those two are just cut above the rest right now. And Orcus, finally Orcus. We didn't see much Orcus, no? I think people are fixated on playing Malice and Ryzeol. So, yeah, of course, the numbers of Orcus would suffer from it. And next would be, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ryuge also got supported. Of course, we cannot really exclude the Ryuge because the deck build crossover breakers trio has been supported this ALIN format. And oh my goodness, this is just like border Macrocosmos Turbo. Yeah, Floodgate deck and throw in Maxi follows, Maxi identities, and yeah, you have a deck. Wow, this is really looking feisty. Next would be Chimera, Finsmith, Azamina. Yeah, of course, playing double Nyalos on the main deck. Next would be Snake Eyes, White Forest, Azamina. So, yeah, pretty standard, nothing to say. Too much about this, just play triple Nibiru. And next would be Winter Cup, top 4. Top 3 rather. We do have Tenpai Dragon, of course. I think Tenpai Dragon is still a very solid deck. This coming ALIN format, lots of ways to instigate the meta with your Nyalos. On the main deck, Fualos, Impulse, Droplet, and Super Poly. You could pretty much break anyone in this metagame. Next would be another Tenpai Dragon, this time with 1 Typhoon and playing the new Board Breaker. Wow, this is really crazy. This is what Tenpai Dragon would look like this coming ALIN format. Just bunch of draw powers and board breakers. And next would be Malice. Yeah, playing triple Droplet this time. Okay, not too shabby. And next would be Ryzeol and playing triple Ascension without Small World this time. Oh my goodness, it is playing Regenesis. Yeah, it is playing a side deck set of Regenesis. Another deck that is going to take some huge calling this format. I think the advanced formats are plucked with a lot of Regenesis, and I couldn't really testify against that. And I have put the Regenesis on B tier on my tier list prediction, and we are going to see whether it would translate in reality. But it looks promising to say the least from those advanced formats. And next would be Pendulum, Magician, of course. Yuya, that deck, yeah, it just works really okay. Next would be White Forest, Dogmatica. Yeah. And also playing Toy Box. Oh my goodness, it has been a while since I have seen Toy Box here. Yeah, it has been a long time since I have seen Toy Box. Next would be Orcus Standard. It is playing, I don't know what is the name between the last Orcus card and Ash Blossom. I forgot the name, but it is pure Orcus. Yeah, pure Orcus only. And yeah, standard. And also playing Sky Striker cards here on the extra deck. Next would be Tenpai Dragon once again. Playing triple Nyalos this time. And 2 Super Poly. And next would be Blue Eyes Primite. Playing 1 of Ogre. Okay, 1 of Nibiru as well. And 1 of Talent. Wow, bunch of 1-offs. And Shen is only at side deck. I wonder why. I have no reason to testify against this inclusion. And next would be, wow, this is what I am waiting for. Finally, someone have played Lish, this new ALIN format, and it is parading the new support of the Lish. Looking on our list, it is only playing at R1, the new trap, and the new fusion is at R3 on the extra deck. So this is a good reference point for people like me playing Lish. Of course, I would definitely bank on this kind of deck. Yeah, potentially. This looks promising enough to me. And moving on next, we do have Primite, Finsmith, and Azamina. Technically engine deck altogether. Next would be Heroes, playing Book of Moon. Wow, not too shabby. Yeah, it could work. Of course, I think it could work. Because you can still fusion even your monsters are face down, no? So you don't get too much drawbacks around it. And next would be Argo Star. I think this deck got supported as well. I'm not really sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think that this deck got supported as well. So yeah, it is pivoting towards a trap stun control version of the deck. Playing Apophis and this random name continuous trap and triple MX Saber Evoker and double Typhoon, bunch of randoms on the extra deck. Next would be Mementotlan. Yeah, Mementotlan. Standard. Yeah, standard. Nothing too fancy here. Next would be Ryzeol once again. So it is always playing the Fualos and Purulya and Nyalos. Just ramp up together those draw powers and you have a really formidable Ryzeol deck. And next would be Ryzeol once again. This time with double Ascension only and no Small World. And no Nyalos. Yeah, no Nyalos. Finally, I am so relieved that we have seen now Regenesis. X2 record, not too good but not too bad as well. Playing Regenesis as a control type of deck, similar to Horus, no? You floodgate the opponent and just float around everything because your monsters are just fathers when you just need to reveal, and they can be special summoned easily. And of course, you don't really expend your normal summon, so you are free to play Lava Golems, freaking Sphere modes, and you have this deck. Bear. This is what Regenesis at Bear looks like. But earlier, I have played locals post ALIN, and I am playing Dragon Maid, and I have faced JP Abaldo, my friend in Kaido Willis. He is playing Blue Eyes Primate Regenesis. It blew my mind. Oh my goodness. Regenesis complements the Blue Eyes Primate. He just catered the Regenesis, and I'm not really sure how he fitted in at 40, and he won the tournament. I just got second, and he won first place, being undefeated. Sadly, he is a shy type of guy, and he doesn't want to have exposure on our channel, so his decklist is yet to be known. Even to me, I haven't seen his full decklist, but I have faced him and the deck looks promising. And moving on next, we do have Blue Eyes Primate. Speaking of the devil, so this time one Anima and no Shen. Yeah, no Shen here, and double Sphere mode this time. Next would be Dragon Maid. Yeah, Dragon Maid. It is not playing the new fusion, but I am playing it already on my recent build. I wonder why he is not playing the new fusion. It looks very solid for Dragon Maid. And next would be Ryzeol. Yeah, standard, one of Ogre and one of Lancea. Okay, not too unusual at this point. And next would be White Forest Azamina, of course. Look at this deck. Oh my goodness. Whew. Amounts of money spent here would be so much immense. What the freak. Next would be Blue Eyes Primate, playing Blue Eyes Fusion as well, and finally playing Shen, and also playing Retsi as well. Next would be Ignister. Finally, we have seen Ignister. I am also waiting for it. A lot of people have been questioning me whether Ignister could be a meta deck, but on my rough analysis, I don't think that it is enough to make Ignister a top deck, but I do think that it is still a solid deck. And you have been supported with a code and Ignister itself, no? So you are pretty much a good rogue deck at this point. Next would be Mermaid Atlantean. Didn't play the usual Gen X package. You just played the raw Mermaid Atlantean. Next would be Branded 60, playing the Dragoon. Dark Magician, no Red Eyes. Yeah, you don't need Red Eyes here. Next would be Memento Atlan, once again, playing Triple Talent, once again. And next would be Branded 40. No, it is not playing 40-60. Playing Shaddle on the main deck. Shaddle Fusion, Shaddle Dragon, Shaddle Beast. Skomata? I'm not really sure if it is Skomata or not. Yeah, it is Sharen. Sorry, I thought it was Skomata. It would be really insane if you're playing Skomata in 2025. Wow, this is crazy. Next would be Centurion. Yeah, Centurion, really solid deck. Playing Ultimate Slayer, bunch of dump targets, Garura, Mirror Logic, Bucephalus. And Backbeat. Next would be Blue Eyes Primate, playing Dominus Purge on the side deck. Next would be Orcus Punk. So another way to play Orcus would be Punk. Just basically turbo off the Zombie Vampire and dump 4 cards. Next would be Malice once again. So Malice and Ryzeol are the two most represented deck in our report for a large scale. Only playing one Allure and one Signet and one Gold Sark. And next would be Regenesis once again. So this time it is playing Bestial. This is what I have predicted. I think this is better off with Bestial because you float as well. Like the Regenesis and Bestial has 2-5 stat line. So yeah, it is a very functional engine to work together. And it is control-ish. Yeah, control-ish version. Next would be Madolsh Ryzeol. Yeah, Madolsh Ryzeol. Playing Star as well. Okay, rank 4 turbo. That deck. Yeah. And next would be White Forest. Yeah, I think we have seen this this earlier. Champion of Korean tournament. And next would be Ryzeol once again. One Ogre. And finally, someone played the new trap card. And it is only on side deck. You don't need to main it. Probably you could play it going first when you are side decking, but it is not necessary to play on your first game. And next would be Blue Eyes Primate once again. Another Blue Eyes Primate that is playing Anima. No? So Anima has been seeing so much relevance here, possibly against the Orcus and Malice. I'm not really sure if the Malice and Orcus has links that has a pointing forward link pointer. I forgot. But yeah, it could catch a lot of people off guard, especially the link decks. And next would be Shining Sarcophagus. Wow, another Shining Sarcophagus. And this time with Finsmith. And yeah. And next would be Fire King Azamina. Yeah, Fire King Azamina without Snake Eyes. So I think this is the best way to play Fire King right now. So you could fit in a lot of hand traps, even though you're only playing Azamina without the Snake Eyes, Poplar, and Ash. And next would be RDA. Yeah, RDA. X1. Okay, not too bad. Playing some Immortal Bound engine. And yeah, that sums up our first day of ALIN Alliance Insight format in the OCG. So imagine that we have seen a lot of tournament results and decklists already from just the first day. Imagine what more we could see on the following weeks, and even tomorrow I'm probably going to make another video that will incorporate the results from Sunday, because this video is only for Saturday from the midnight CS tournaments in Japan, Korea. They play the Yu-Gi-Oh at midnight, and they just play the new format because it is technically January 25 already, no? So yeah, we have seen a bunch of them today. So thank you for watching this video. If you found this video informative and helpful, please consider subscribing. It definitely motivates me a lot to keep providing this content for you guys. So thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.